Okay. Good morning, Carol. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Laura. Good morning, Ducky. Good morning, Belen. Just waking up. I've been awake for a while. I got up at like 5:40. I woke up in my dream to my cat. I don't have a cat now. This is a cat that passed away. It was Josie. Her name was Josie. And she was pawing my face, and that's what woke me up this morning at 5:40 this morning. That's the last thing I remember in my dream was my dead cat going like, time to get up, time to get up. And it was like, Josie, and then I woke up. So, and then I proceeded to meditate because I thought that would be a sign that I would probably need to do some meditation. I took the dogs out, fed them, did a little meditation, and then I crawled back in bed with the dogs because it was still so dark. I know that you guys expect me on earlier, but I'm trying to, hey April, I'm trying to, hey Tom, I'm trying to do this a little bit later, I think, and leave myself some time in bed. I really have to get my sleep more balanced. I'm not sure what's going on. So, I'm trying also to stay away from coffee, caffeinated drinks, just because of the anxiety that's been going on for me lately. I don't think that it's working like it used to. And that's kind of what makes me think, between the change in sleep patterns and the caffeine having such a weird effect on my body, I think due to the anxiety, it like induces the anxiety really easily. I'm gonna maybe have to try and quit caffeine for a while or have it in really small but like moderated doses because it makes me really shaky. So, hey boo. So, I know I love Ducky. I love coffee too. I am like a 2 to 3 cup drinker in the morning. I love it up until just like a little while ago, and then the anxiety started kicking in again. And I went to the doctor. She put me on meds, on antidepressants and anti-anxieties. And lately, it's like if I drink coffee, even green tea. I tried green tea because that's usually a little bit less caffeine in the morning. Just 1 cup, and it's like my hands are like fine tremoring. So I also looked at the medicine stuff last night. There's a thing called serotonin symptoms or serotonin something syndrome. And one of the signs of that can be like fine tremors, muscle jerks, like when your muscles jerk and stuff like that, and weird things, dizziness and stuff like that. But I don't think I have that. I'm hoping not. I don't know. I might need to call my doctor and find out. Like maybe I'm on too much of it. Like it's the serotonin uptake. I don't know. But I know that I wake up every morning fucking tired. It's just crazy. And so I think regardless of anything else, I'm not fully remembering my dreams, but when I do, they're kind of wacky and I think I'm busy. Ducky says, some say that cats and dreams are a symbol for your intuition and that the health of the cat indicates whether you are heeding or ignoring your intuition. Well, the cat pawed my face and I totally woke up, and then I took the dogs and took care of them because once I'm up, they're up. And if I don't take care of them, they will go to the bathroom in the house. So I took care of them and then I went upstairs and I meditated. So I'm trying to pay attention to my intuition. I hope I'm doing it correctly. It's so hard to know. All right, let's get to today's card. Let's do a review of yesterday. So Sunday's reading for the week was this strange inversion, and I kept thinking about it all day yesterday. We had Fortune, Universe, and Two of Cups, which is equilibrium, but all were inverted. And just checking my cards, they're all upright. Um, uh, and what I was thinking is I think the inversion has to do with us getting in our own way. The Fortune card and the Universe card are heavy hitters. They're major arcana cards. They're energy cards. They're like they pack that extra punch, right? So it seems to me like the possibility is there for them to be there, like the energy to be there. It's like something's wonky in the way that we're accessing it, or if we're accessing it at all, is what I was kind of thinking. If we're allowing ourselves to access it, if we're getting in our own way, or what. But hopefully we're going to change that this week through going through these forecasts and looking at what's predicted, and then sort of maybe doing something different or what's suggested to avoid these outcomes. I think that these cards do have the potential to be uprighted, right? Their presence is here this week. It's just we're not accessing that presence. We're not we're even aware of it, though. That's the kicker, is like, I think that, with the new moon and everything and affirmations and thinking about what we want and the things that we've been talking about lately, I think we're aware of these things being around us and being available to us, but are we really ready for them? And that goes for me just as much as you guys. I could answer, ask myself that question just as much. So let's look for Monday, May 6th. Give me one moment. Please like, share, and subscribe to both the Facebook group and the YouTube channel. Okay, so doesn't feel like a ton of resistance today. It feels like, things are going to move along fairly smoothly today. There might be a hiccup or two here and there, but nothing major. Doesn't feel like it's going to be a struggle day at all. The card that I get, though, it's upright, which is good. It's the Four of Cups, which is anger. So I'm going to write this down. This might be part of what's going on with this inversion that we're seeing earlier in the week. Maybe this is some of the stuff that's like, the cards are trying to tell us, like, look, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to look at. This is what you need to deal with. Again, anger is usually a deep-seated emotion that we hold, like, kind of inside of ourselves. And sometimes we're told, a lot of the times, we're not allowed to have it. I think maybe today might be a good day to sort of be aware of when and where we are angry and how we go about using it. It's never fun to like unleash anger on somebody else, and we always end up feeling worse, and we kind of put ourselves in a box when we do it. Like we feel shame for having it, or feel bad. But sometimes anger can be justified, and sometimes anger can be sort of actually like, sometimes it burns so hot and so angry in us that it almost burns us to a point of clarity. I've had moments where when I get really, really pissed off, I know I'm right. Like, no, like you're not going to do this. And maybe that might be what some of us need today. It feels like when I look at this card, there is a breakthrough that's happening with this anger, and this could be anger with somebody else, or this could be anger with ourselves. But wherever this anger lies with us, because there's however many of us watching this video, wherever this anger lies with us, we need to sort of look at it, take stock in it, like, sort of, how do I want to put it, like feel through it, accept it. I wouldn't say like unleash it upon somebody, or, poor unsuspecting bystanders. That's not very fair. But we have to like look at our part in it and sort of own it, accept it, and deal with it. What are we angry about? Why are we angry? Are we angry at ourselves? Underneath anger, there's usually sadness or pain, right? There's usually, and the last month we were looking at that stagnation card, which was this sort of like stuck avoiding pain thing. And now we're getting more active. We got to the new moon. We got to this place of like getting the ideas going about like, oh, this is new manifestations, what we want in our lives, what can we make, what can we create? And we get hopeful about that. But the truth of the matter is we kind of have to also emotionally do like a clearinghouse and clear out any of our stuck stuff, right? And this anger card is definitely sort of there. On a more basic surface level, this read could be that there could be some situations today that cause you to get angry, that could, induce some anger. To me, this anger feels hotter and deeper than just like a daily little annoyance. But a daily and a little annoyance can sometimes draw up out from underneath the surface stuff that we didn't even realize we had going on, right? So that could be going on. If you are, say if somebody like, says the wrong thing to you and you just like go off on them today, that go off at a way higher rate or level isn't really meant for them. It's coming from something that's much more deeper seated. Does that make sense? And so I have a feeling that just, be in touch with that side of yourself, be aware of that side of yourself, be aware that there's potential for that to happen today. And be okay with it, right? If you get angry, if you get frustrated, if you get like, if you feel hurt and you want to lash out, you don't necessarily have to. You can sort of sit with the anger and go, okay, why am I angry? What hurt me? Why does that hurt? Break it down in those ways. Because there's this break in the card back here that I see that feels like this is some old stuff that we're clearing on some level. This is some old, deep-seated resentment, anger, pain that needs to kind of be like broke open, maybe in our heart, wherever, that needs to be broke open and removed. And to me, it feels like that's beginning to happen. It's like we want these things that we saw on Sunday, the fortune, the universe, equilibrium, which is emotional balance. We want those things in our lives, and we're aware that they're out there for us, but they're upside down. They're kind of like not quite within our reach. We can see them, but we can't quite grasp them yet. Well, this card is saying, let's do this work here today or over the next day or two and see how we do. Releasing some of this, see if that kind of also shifts these other three cards into a more upright position so that we can enjoy their energies too. Does that make sense? And also, when we're in anger, sometimes I feel like extreme clarity in anger, but also sometimes when I'm in anger, everything goes left. No matter what, once I get mad and I stay mad, it's like stuff just starts to go downhill, no matter what I try and do. Good morning from Ireland. So it's just kind of Jamie Lothar. Who am I? I'm not sure. But the funny thing that you should say is last night while I was doing my meditation afterwards, I listened to a song by London Grammar called Who Am I? Over and over and over again. And because I was asking in my meditation, who am I? And it was a very beautiful song, and I listened to it from a place of as if it was my spirit singing it to me. So maybe you should do that today. Go get that song. It's called Who Am I by London Grammar. So I think today is a day to be, and if we do get angry, don't beat ourselves up about it. If we do get frustrated today, don't beat ourselves up about it, but also be aware that we need to clear this anger. We need to not hold on to it. We need to not necessarily find constructive and proper ways of releasing it or expressing it without having it like block us any further, right? It is breaking away though. Like I feel this in this card, like it is, the deck says, so the theme today is let that shit go. And I believe that that's true. It is let that shit go. Let it break away, let it fall away. It's old. It's old. So another thing I should mention really quick too is last night we made another flyer. This Sunday, the 12th, we're doing Mother's Day readings. We're doing mothers and sons, mothers and daughters, relationship readings, or husband and wife if you want. Um, though those will be for the 12th. We're taking reservations. They are $15 for 2 cards, like how we did this last relationship reading night. So if you guys are interested, please send all the information is on the post in the group page, and you would send your money, the name of your mother, or whoever your other person is. It would be probably your mother, and I would read that relationship for you with 2 cards. The price is $15, and the reason why it's $15, even though the regular relationship readings were 10, is because parent-child relationships tend to be a little bit more emotionally sticky and can be a little bit more overwhelming, and a little bit more, I don't know, emotional, let's just say that. And so I'm charging a little bit extra, plus it's a holiday. It's like, so deal with it. If $15 is too much and you want to complain about it, there's other groups where you can go and try and find a mother-daughter reading or something. I don't know what to tell you. But I'm just letting you know, that's the price. If you're interested, don't now be all showing up the day of and saying, oh shit, there was a sign up, there was reservations, I want one. You reserve now. You watch the video, you go, oh shit, he's talking about this Sunday, the 12th of May, Mother's Day. I would love for him to pull a card for me and my mother. And your mother doesn't need to be present. If it's just you want to know what's going on in your relationship with you and your mother, you certainly can do that. She doesn't have to be watching the video too, but if your mother is interested in watching the video, you can certainly have her sign on and watch along with you. So that's available, guys. PayPal me, my information is there. If you do PayPal to make the reservation, please leave your name, your mother's name, and they'll just put Mother's Day in the notes for the PayPal, so that I know that it's you. If you have a different Facebook name than your PayPal name, put in your Facebook name so that I know. So when I make the list for the reservations, I know who I'm calling for in the room when we do the readings. Beyond that, have a good day today. Try not to let your anger get the best of you, but also try and know that anger is a healthy emotion that we all have, and that it doesn't make us a bad person when we get frustrated or angry. Okay, so I think that is it for today. I'll be back on tomorrow for tomorrow's reading. I might do in group, the Engelgeist group, just freebie night one night this week. We will see. I'm trying to figure out when, but hopefully that will be soon. And oh, you're welcome, Belen. Thank you. We'll see. I'll let you know. It will be kind of at the spur of the moment, but that's why the pop-ups. So, and that's more fair that people preparing to be all signed on. And the reservation system gets you a reading for sure. You know, like if you reserve it, it's there, it's yours. The pop-ups, that's when the free ones sort of happen, and it's anybody's game kind of thing. And it's always usually only 1 card. And I got to limit the amount of people on those because I get too energetically like wacko the next day. I think you guys, it's fun. I love doing this. I feel energized after doing this, but I don't think what I don't realize, and what you guys may not realize too, is like I'm running through the gamut of feeling all of your emotions and all this different stuff. So by the time I'm done, I usually go and I meditate after to like cut cords and clear out and move you guys out of my space and move myself out of your space. And some of you don't want me out of your space. But I try to do that, but usually the following day I get a little bit like I still feel the after effects of doing these lives, and so I'm working on better practices to keep boundaries and but still be able to connect and get you guys the readings that you need. All right, so I hope you're well. Again, like, share, subscribe, and follow. Make a reservation for the Mother's Day event this Sunday. That's in a week. And, just pay attention to your emotions today. Let's upright these 3 cards because they're beautiful cards that we saw on Sunday. Really strong, beautiful cards. And it would be nice to see us bring those energies in today, into that throughout this week by doing the work. All right. I will talk to you later. Have a good day.